For the sign of Pisces, hello and welcome to my channel. Let's see what's going on. So Pisces, in the recent past, we have the Tower, and it's paired with the Knight of Wands. Now the Tower, it's showing that in the recent past you tried too tightly to hold on to the status quo, which could have been a disaster, or you're trying to hold on to something. What you needed to do was roll with any changes. It's possible that some people, situations that you had counted on as being there for you, they were probably no longer there in quite the same way. Keep in mind, this doesn't have to be drastic or dire, because we all know change is the nature of life. So if we try to prevent it, it's going to be like trying to row upstream without a paddle. And if you had been building castles in the air, this would have been the time when some of them came crashing down to earth. Keep in mind, that's only a problem if you let it be. You would have been able to replace them with some more realistic and reachable dreams and goals if some fantasies fell apart at that time. Dreaming, it was important, but it was also important to be living in a reality too. Now, the Tower card, it's paired with the Knight of Wands. This would have been a great time for you to travel, Pisces. If you could have managed to get away, you probably were feeling really charged up, full of energy, and you were ready to get a lot of things done. Your self-confidence was probably increasing, and it would have helped you reach your goals. The Knights, they're about messages also. Messages, they were probably really positive. You probably got a lot of positive news at that time. Could have been work, career, or love related. Your projects, they were likely to have been moving right along and have been more successful than you would have expected or predicted. So you had a lot of reasons to feel pride in the recent past. So basically, this Tower and Knight of Wands, for your recent past, you were enlightened by some type of disaster, something that came crashing down. And what happened was, with this Tower card in the recent past, with this enlightenment, it made you become fearless, brave, really confident, and you were just full of energy, and you were ready to get things done, which was a good thing. So the Tower moment, you probably weren't expecting it. It woke you up in a lot of ways, but it changed your life. You became fearless. Things turned around for the better. Yeah, you had taken on a whole new energy. Your confidence, it picked up, and this Tower was a good thing for you in the recent past. Whatever it was that came crashing down, maybe you start to rebuild, and it just changed everything for the better with the Knight of Wands. So that's the recent past. Let's take a look at the present time. We have the Queen of Swords, and it's paired with the Five of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords, this can point to a woman in your life. This woman, she's a type that's not to be trifled with. She could have hair, eyes on the dark end of the spectrum, but it could go either way. If this is not a person, Pisces, this is pointing to you. You probably will have a need to be forceful and honest in some situation just to get your needs met. You may need to put your foot down. This Queen of Swords, it can indicate that your instincts, they're serving you well. You already know what it is that you want and need. Now you just have to go after it. like I said, this queen has a very forceful energy, and a lot of people find it abrasive. Now, this Queen of Swords, when it talks about love and relationships, the only caution is to beware of the impulse to be too forceful. You probably heard the saying, you get more bees with honey than you will with vinegar. Well, there's truth to this. On the other hand, this Queen, on the other side of this Queen of Swords, or just an example of another situation, it will be that a mother or a mother-like figure, maybe your mother-in-law, someone wants to interfere. Someone like this, a mother figure, wants to interfere in your relationship, whether she means to or not. You're going to have to figure out where your boundaries lie with this person and let her know. The Queen of Swords is paired with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, you could find yourself having some mixed feelings about life in general, and maybe a few people in particular. Don't ignore these feelings, but don't feel like you have to speak every word you're thinking and feeling either, because you could ruin the very thing that you want the most, such as close, intimate relationships with your friends and lover. So think several times before you really let someone have it, even if you know they deserve it. You're going to have to pick your battles at this time. So when it talks about love and relationships, unfortunately, when you get the Five of Swords, there's some type of conflict that's near. Things may not work out as you would have hoped with the love relationship. Think calmly and carefully about what your deal breakers are in the relationship. Be honest with yourself first, then be honest with your person and accept any reality. So basically, for the present time, Queen of Swords and Five of Swords is just saying that you're going to have some mixed feelings. It could be about a person, a situation, but you don't want to ignore these mixed feelings either. Something's going to just cause you to be maybe uncertain or not sure. But it's going to make you feel forceful. It's going to pull out your forceful energy. It's going to pull out a forceful energy inside of you. Maybe just to deal with these mixed feelings, you're going to maybe you're going to want to cut a lot of things out, or you might feel like speaking whatever you feel like, whatever you're thinking off the top of your head. But it's saying be careful with that, because you could lose a lot of friends, and you could lose your lover. So mixed feelings, and just having a forceful energy about these mixed feelings. And as you can see, that's what this man is doing. He's running around with these two swords in his hands. And he looks like he's just cutting a lot of stuff out, because he's really not feeling a lot of stuff. He's just not down with a lot of things that's being presented to him. So you're going to be cutting a lot of stuff out, Pisces, in a really forceful way. But it's saying be careful with that force, because you could lose a lot of people. Or someone like this could be coming towards you who's very forceful. Like I said, it could be a mother-in-law. She just wants to impose. And it could be you needing to be forceful with her, because you got the Knight of Swords cutting things out. You got the Five of Swords cutting things out. So you got mixed feelings about this person, this forceful energy that's coming towards you. It could be that. It could be this too. So it's either you being forceful, cutting things out, or someone forceful is coming towards you, and you're having mixed feelings about them, and you're wanting to cut things out. So that's what we have for the present time. And let's see what we got for the challenge. We have Page of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Swords, it can sometimes stand for an actual person in your life. If this is the case, it represents a person who's younger, maybe by a few months, a few days, a few years. It also indicates that a message could be coming in. Now, this message that's coming in, it may not be what you're hoping to hear. Now with the Page of Swords. This Page of Swords, it tells us that this person could be trying too hard, pushing too fast, or stepping on the toes of others. So you may need to study the body language and consider how well you do or do not accept criticism from others. You could find that you have a great deal of mental and physical energy, so you're going to have to use it wisely. So this Page of Swords is paired with the Ten of Pentacles. It's showing that all is well and good. You have a great deal to be thankful for. Your relationships, finance, health, all these things should be going really well. So you may need to consider how you got to such a happy situation. Make the best of it and be sure that you share what you have, even if it's a kind word spoken to someone in need, because we get back what we give out. So, for your challenge, Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Pretty simple. Things will be going really well for you, even in the love department when you get the Ten of Pentacles. The relationship could turn around and become or move to the next level. Engagement, marriage, childbirth with the Ten of Pentacles. But there's some message coming in with this Page of Swords. It's going to cause some conflict. This person could make you feel like they're trying to step on your toes, or they're just pushing too hard. So it could have something to do with this this present time. We talked about these two swords, Queen of Swords. I'm picking up that it could have something to do with this person that's coming in with this forceful energy, possibly. But yeah, you will not like what they have to say. There's some type of message or news they want to bring to you. And but basically this Ten of Pentacles is about a really happy period. You're feeling great, you're having a great time, your family, your love life is going well. Then all of a sudden you get this message from someone that causes some conflict. So something they're gonna say, maybe you just don't appreciate it. That's what you get with the Page of Swords. But focus on the Ten of Pentacles, is because that's one of the top cards in the tarot. For things going well overall, even your money. Pentacles stands for cash, coins, finance. So that's going to take off in a really great way if it hasn't already. So let's take a look at the outcome. We have the Eight of Cups, and then it's paired with the Seven of Cups. Now, this Eight of Cups, it's showing that you could choose to leave a situation that's no longer working for you, whether it's a relationship, a job, a neighborhood. There could be some sadness involved, but this separation is in your best interest. Just know that renewed good times, they lie ahead for you. If your gut is telling you that you really need to get out of a relationship, job, or living arrangement, trust yourself. Instead of this coming out of the blue, or someone or something leaving you, this means that you're the one who will make this choice. Because when one door in front of you closes, it has to do this before you can walk through the next door, or before the next door in front of you can fully open. So, Eight of Cups it's paired with the Seven of Cups. Now, this is a card about choices, confusion. It can point to disorganization because you got too much going on. Too many choices here, Pisces. So there's a need to narrow your focus. When this card appears, you're probably trying to do too much and doing most of it not very well. So choose just a few of the important things that are on your plate. Work through them one by one carefully. You may be having some overwhelmed feelings. Just remember that you're in control of at least some areas. How much you're trying to take on, you're in control of that. So for the outcome, you got a lot of options here. I don't know if you have a lot of people you're dating or you're seeing, but you need to evaluate your choices. Narrow your focus because it's causing disorganization here. And with the Eight of Cups, you or someone could be walking away, leaving the situation behind, moving on. And it's showing that it's because you got too many options. So someone is just going to walk away, or this could be you, Pisces, walking away from someone that you know has too many options, or they're trying to make you an option. So you realize this is not for you. So just remember, this could be a situation, a job, or it could be a relationship. You're deciding to leave because there's just too much going on. And you know this person needs to narrow their focus, and it's just causing too much disorganization, or it's making you feel unhealthy. So you could be walking away from someone, Pisces, because like I said, they've got too many options there.